Hi, I'm Chris Haigh and this is the Fiddle Channel, and today we're going to play a lovely Hoagy Carmichael song called Stardust. Stardust was written by Hoagy Carmichael in 1927, and it's one of the few jazz standards which is performed with both the verse and the chorus, because a lot of jazz standards are the choruses of show tunes, but this is one of the few where both are played. There are several great Stefan Grappelli recordings, and I'm going to play this roughly in the style of Stefan Grappelli. I'm going to show you first of all the basic melody with nothing added to it, and then I'm going to show you quite a few different techniques for just adding to the melody. There's quite a few accidentals in the verse, so let me go through it slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So that phrase, first finger goes down and up again, third finger goes up to a G sharp, and it's stretched on the G to a C sharp, and then there, B, first finger, second finger, first finger is playing a D sharp to an open A. Same again. Let's just play that straight and with the backing. Now, at the moment, that sounds like a classical player playing it, and is certainly not good enough for a jazz performance. But we'll come, as I say, to that, to how to jazz up the melody a little bit later. Let me go on to the chorus. So we got. And on that note, I do like, we're going from an F major to an F minor, and it's nice if the melody can just acknowledge that change by doing this. By putting your going to third position and playing a G sharp with your first finger. That phrase, we're putting first finger down to play a D sharp. Moving on. That's D, fourth finger playing a C sharp. So it's quite a complex melody, and memorizing it, if you've not played it before, is a bit of a challenge. But as I say, this is not the way really to play it. So I'm going to show you a whole load of different techniques for making it sound more jazzy. So first one would be breaking up long notes, and an example in bar 4, for example. That's a classic one where you've got a long note, you play the long note and then you just break it up into some little notes at the end. At bar 43 we have you've got a series of crotchets, and they could easily be split into eighths, and do them as a chain bow. Another one. It's great on a slow ballad like this to do some whispering. Bar 8, for example. Take the pressure off the bow, and it can also take the pressure off the left hand, and you get all these nice high and slightly unpredictable harmonics. Talking of harmonics, in bar 8 we can do the 2-1-2-1, which is in third position, and we're effectively playing those notes, but when you lift the pressure off, then you get, so that just fits nicely there. And there's lots of other places you can do those. Making the quavers uneven. So at the moment we've got a whole lot of even quavers, like, which is pretty boring. You can split them almost any way you like. A good idea is to pause at the beginning of the phrase and squeeze what's left into the shorter space. So something like that. Hammer-ons work nicely. That's where you go, where you play the lower note first and you hammer on the actual melody note. An example of that would be bar 21. What have we got? So instead of just playing, you play, put your first finger down first. And there you could do it as well. And there, lots of places you could do that. I do like to do lots of repeated and very articulated up bows. Like that. I think it's a much better sound doing than separate up and downs. And you could do that in bar 20, for example. So I'm shortening each note, and I'm giving just a little twitch of the wrist. That kind of effect. The octave jump always works nicely. For example, bar 33, we're going from so whenever there's a section that repeats, that's usually a good place to go up an octave, or maybe in the middle of a chorus is also a good place for that. Doubling the timing and the kind of swing is great. For example, bar 11. Now the swing at the moment is da ba da ba da ba da ba, but you can double that up to just slip out of it again. And the rest of the band will recognise what you're doing and they won't panic. Very occasionally the whole band will double up, and that can be quite exciting and unpredictable when that happens. Finally, chromatic scale links, by which I mean if you're going, for example, from here to there, and just do a little chromatic scale, not making a big deal of it. So in bar 6, that's a nice one to play it under the G. So I'm going to play all the way through the tune, and I'm going to switch to a piano version of this, and just watch out. I'll try and do all of those different techniques, but not necessarily in that order. If you would like a copy of the sheet music for this, then do subscribe and send me an email. And if you'd like to get hold of all my PDFs, do join me on Patreon. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon.